Before we begin, please know that some episodes include language that may be sensitive for some people. Thank you for joining me for another episode of The Birth Portal. My name is Connie. Today's true story began with a woman I'll call Jennifer, who was out shopping when her water broke. This was her first pregnancy, and she was planning a hospital birth. She reported that the fluid was clear and she was starting to have contractions. As we spoke, she had a contraction, but I couldn't tell, as the tone of her voice never changed. We talked to her about options available to her, like a hospital assessment, an induction of labor, or waiting to see if she goes into labor spontaneously. Most women don't start labor with their water breaking first, and those that do usually go into labor within 24 hours. And Jennifer was already starting to contract. We make a plan for her to go home and when to page me back. My pager goes off 30 minutes later, and it's Jennifer again. When I call her back, she sounds different, now reporting having stronger contractions. Her voice sounded a bit shaky, so I offer a home assessment, and she says yes immediately to my offer. I had just moved to this community to start working at Access Midwives the day before, and was staying with a colleague midwife. I had all of my equipment, but I had not stocked up on medications or soaker pads, so Simone, the midwife I was staying with, gave me oxytocin and pads just in case. Jennifer's home was about 25 minutes from me, and when I pulled up to the house, her husband is standing at the front door, eyes wide open, looking very concerned, to say the least. I grab my bag and follow him in, where he takes me to their bedroom. Jennifer is on her hands and knees, her face is red, and she starts to have a contraction, and I hear the primal grunt and say to her, "Are you pushing?" "I don't know," she says. "As soon as this contraction is over, I'll check your cervix." I get an immediate adrenaline surge, quickly going through what I'll need to do if she's fully dilated. She is shaking and nervous as she turns to lie on her back. Her mother and husband help her to take her pants off as quickly as possible. I see lots of bloody show and barely get a finger in her vagina and feel the baby's head. "Jennifer, there's no time to call an ambulance to come and get you to the hospital before this baby is born. And if we did, driving to the hospital in an ambulance trying to deliver this baby is not ideal." She agrees. So I text Simone to come to the house as a backup midwife. And I say to Grandma, "Go put towels in the dryer to warm up. Keep one under your shirt." Grandmas are always hot. "Dad, come with me." We quickly go to my car to get my equipment. When we return, I have a piece of paper. I'm scribbling down timelines and actions and findings. Then my hands are shaking with adrenaline as I'm trying to drop a syringe of oxytocin. I listen to the baby's heart again with my Doppler, the same one we used at the clinic visit, and I hear bump, bump, bump. This is not good. I check to see if it's Mom's pulse I'm picking up, which would be okay, but it's not. A baby's heart rate should be somewhere between 110 and 160 beats per minute. This baby's heart rate was around 90 beats per minute. That being said, during a contraction, when a baby's head is low in the pelvis and being forced down during a contraction, it can cause a vagal response sometimes. This is where the heart rate can drop, but it should return above 110 once the contraction is over. But that was not the case here. Jennifer wasn't even having a contraction. My emergency skills training kicks in. "Jennifer, the baby's heart rate is too low. We need you to roll onto your side to see if that helps." A position change can often help, because if the umbilical cord, which has blood flow carrying oxygen, is being compressed by the baby putting weight on it, and you change the mom's position, it can relieve that pressure. It's not working in this position. "Jennifer, try lying on your other side." Bump, bump, bump. Still not working. As I get my oxygen tank out and attach a mask, I say, "Get on your hands and knees." I put the mask on and she's hit with another contraction. "Jennifer, your baby needs to be born soon. You need to push with everything you've got." Her husband is right beside her saying, "Come on, Jennifer, push, push." And we see the top of the head starting to emerge. The contraction is over and I listen again. Phew, it's normal. Jennifer, the baby's happy in this position. You did an amazing job bringing the baby down. The head will be born soon. We all take a few breaths as the baby's okay for now. I've only been there 20 minutes, yet so much has happened. I listened continuously to the baby's heart until the next contraction 3 minutes later, and it remained normal. Here it comes again, says Jennifer. It's okay. You've got this. Go ahead, Jennifer. Give me a push. And the baby's head is born. I note the time and check for a cord around the baby's neck. Nothing there. We see the baby restitute, which means the baby's shoulders come into alignment best suited for delivery, and the baby is born pink and crying with the next contraction. Everyone is crying for joy. Okay, Jennifer, let's get you to roll over and lie down, which she quickly does as I place the baby on her chest, and have Grandma place the blanket she was warming under her shirt over the baby. I explain the need to give the needle of oxytocin I drew up a few minutes ago to reduce the possibility of a postpartum hemorrhage from such a fast labor and birth, which she agrees to. About 2 minutes later, Simone comes running into the house to see us all grinning from ear to ear. Midwives stay with a woman after a home birth for about 2 to 3 hours afterwards, taking vitals, monitoring them both, ensuring mom is able to void or urinate, and then returning within 24 hours for another assessment. Mom and baby will be seen many times over the next 6 weeks before discharging them from care back to their family doctor. I say to Jennifer before I leave, looks like your next birth will likely be a home birth, given how fast things went the first time, which is exactly what happened. Thank you for joining me for another episode of The Birth Portal.